Chef Christopher Bates here, Program Director of the Magnet Academy of Culinary Arts at Ukiah High School. I want to address a frequent concern parents share with me. How does taking a course, hopefully a whole bunch of courses, in a career and technical education class like my culinary arts program, help your student prepare for life after high school? If I'm going to answer the question, I need to start with a basic idea. Culinary arts is just one of a broad set of career pathways that fall under the heading of career and technical education, or as we're going to talk about it during this video, CTE. Courses like culinary arts used to be taught at vocational, technical, or trade schools, and young people who wanted to get a blue-collar job would go to a community vo-tech or a trade school to do so. Since many parents don't know about what is different in today's CTE classrooms, they're worried students won't reach their full potential if the kid concentrates on CTE courses while they're in high school. Getting a solid CTE education during high school will be a huge help in preparing your student for college and career. That's a pretty big claim, I know. To prove I'm right, this little video will cover 4 things. How CTE is transformed over the course of the past few decades to become what it is now. How taking culinary arts classes helps students while they're in high school. How it prepares students for college success after high school. And how it benefits their future paycheck. How it increases the amount of money they will make once they're in the workforce. Ready? Let's get to it. The old model of teaching CTE courses made a big assumption that vocational students weren't any good at academics and probably couldn't make it in the professional world. That they weren't going to become managers or executives, and their manual trained labor was their only real chance at success. Back then, a high school student taking CTE courses would spend 50 to 75% of class time learning a trade and only 25% studying core subjects like English, math, or science. What's more, the trade skills they learned were not conducive to getting them ready for college, even if they decided they wanted to go later on. The difference between what used to be and what is right now is even more stark when we speak of modern culinary arts education. The old model wasn't seeking to train future entrepreneurs or restaurant professionals. It was housewife preparation. Back then it was called home economics, a course you'll rarely find in any high school anywhere. Home ec meets the needs of 1950s society, but it certainly didn't prepare students for a career. Today, we still teach a lot of the same basics, but we go much, much further. In the modern culinary arts classroom under the new CTE model, students explore all the aspects of professional restaurant work, from production cooking to management, from sanitation, marketing, customer service, and accounting to nutrition, and everything in between. What we do in my class is a far, far cry from learning how to make Sunday dinner for the family. Since every student who comes to us may not end up a classical chef working in a classical restaurant, we make sure the program has lots of opportunities for our students to explore science, technology, engineering, and math topics as they relate to food. Under the new model of CTE, culinary students learn about, say, the science of hot sauce, the technology which allows an aeroponic herb garden to work, the engineering behind making chocolate or smoking bacon, the math that goes into costing large catered events. Each year, there is a new opportunity for students to delve into exciting learning projects that build their familiarity with STEM topics, teach valuable problem-solving skills, and expand their ability to work with others in a team, communicate well, and get along with others, which is important. I can hear what you're saying. Well, that's all well and good, and I wish we had that kind of elective when I was in high school, sure. But how does a CTE course like culinary arts help my student while they're in high school? How's it going to help them succeed in college? And that's where they end up going, fingers crossed. How will it benefit their future paycheck? So here are the facts, and what I think they mean. You draw your own conclusions. I think when all is said and done, you're going to be as excited about CTE education as I am. Let's begin by talking about high school. Students who study culinary arts for at least 3 of their high school years have lower dropout rates and higher rates of on-time graduation than their peers. This is by far the most consistently proven positive effect from CTE education, and one I am very proud of. 2 major studies, the academic impacts of CTE schools and building a grad nation, they both agree. Being actively involved with a CTE course like culinary arts throughout high school substantially increase students' attendance, their academic course taking, credits earned towards graduation, and on-time graduation rates. I don't know if it's because they learn perseverance in my kitchen, or just because they're studying something that they love, something that's important to them. The results are the same. Culinary arts kids stay in school more than their peers. They don't drop out. What's more, they graduate on time. But being successful in school means that even if you're not a gifted academic, you're willing to work hard, and working hard requires motivation. Thankfully, CTE courses like Culinary Arts have just the thing to spur students' desire to keep going. From the annual ProStart competition to Skills USA, to the field trips that some of our students get to go on, to the unique learning opportunities that are available to select groups of children, students can participate in special student organization up to the level of their interest and their ability. Now, why is participation in these kinds of student organizations so important? Research demonstrates time and again that the more students join these kinds of co-curricular groups, the higher their academic motivation, their academic engagement, their grades, their sense of career direction, their college aspirations, and even their employability skills. And we're not even talking about the chance these special students have of winning valuable college scholarships, going on amazing trips, and making lifelong friends that they're going to cherish. Just last year, our student organization groups won a total of $164,000 in scholarships, divided among just 13 kids. Research shows that CTE co-curricular activities lead to greater motivation to do well, and that motivation translates to improved high school achievement, engagement, and of course, GPAs. The benefit of culinary arts career and technical education might start in high school, sure, but it doesn't end there, and that's thanks to one of the invisible benefits of CTE education: professional certifications. 70% of all my students are going to earn at least one professional industry certification before they graduate. Either they'll take and pass the ServSafe Food Safety Manager exam, the National Registry of Food Safety Professionals test, or they'll get the ProStart Certificate of Achievement. All of these certifications are supported by the Florida Department of Education, and students are encouraged to take them by the local district. But why, right? Why? Credentials matter. A partnership between Excel in Ed and Burning Glass Technologies, remembered it, has an ongoing research project. It kind of answers this question. They have been tracking how professional credentials help students to succeed, especially here in Florida. What they found is fascinating. Students who earn a professional certification while in high school are more likely to graduate on time, enroll in and graduate from a post-secondary education, and earn higher wages later in life. Plus, high school students with a professional certification, they get a head start on applying for in-demand, high-paying jobs. And this is really helpful to those students who find work right out of high school and go directly to rewarding careers in the industry. However, only a few go that route. Many, many more of our students go directly to college and university study, about 81%. If you're worried that students passionate about culinary arts aren't going to be ready for college when they graduate, think again. Speaking of college, a couple of researchers I respect, Kreisman and Stange, they did some interesting work which is relevant to our discussion. They looked into whether the question of if CTE classes help students to finish college. What they found was pretty amazing. Statistically, each higher level culinary arts course taken beyond the first one, the freshman year, results in a 2% greater chance of successful college graduation. So what does that mean? A senior who takes culinary arts all the way through high school has an 8% greater chance of graduating from college than a similar student who earned the same grades during high school but did not take any CTE classes. What I think is cool about this statistic is this. The benefit is true whether the student goes on to study culinary arts, hospitality management, food science, one of my fields, or they go into another thing entirely, like business administration or education or, basket weaving. And that brings us to the last topic, paychecks. So Kreisman and Stange asked the question that is surely on the mind of every parent. Does a CTE education during high school affect how much money students might earn later in life? Since I'm bringing it up, you know the answer, right? It's going to be yes. Yes. Students who complete a significant number of culinary arts credits in high school earn higher wages as adults, with a salary increase of 2 to 3% per year for every higher level course they took. Again, this is true whether they go on to work in the culinary arts field or they choose a different industry altogether. So why are they making more money than their peers? That's not a small amount. Well, nobody knows for sure, I'll be honest. But at least one thing is probable, and that's the networking. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You know that old saying. All our culinary arts students get to meet a lot of industry professionals with opportunities like job shadowing, mentoring, externships, internships, and more. Just last year, our students met, cooked for, or worked with 10 high-level executive chefs, 4 vice presidents, 2 HR directors, and numerous senior restaurant professionals from all over Central Florida. Our students are getting something unique, the chance to build social capital before they even graduate. Well, that's an invaluable asset in today's job market. So that's it. That's how culinary arts has changed over time, how it helps students to stay in school, enjoy school more, stay motivated, graduate on time, get into college, finish college, and earn more money later in life. And all this is in addition to learning how to make a living in the most exciting, fast-paced, and potentially lucrative field I can think of culinary arts. I hope this answered your questions. If you have more, please go online. I'll post the links to all of the research that I used to put this video together, and you can look for yourself. Feel free to email me, and if you are one of my current parents or a current student, let's set up a time and we can chat about how the CTE program here at Wekiwa High School is going to help your student to be successful in their future. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the kitchen.